Hi guys and welcome to this video, and today I'll be telling you guys how you can create your own POD store from scratch. Now even though I say scratch, you don't actually need to know everything about from scratch, so I will not be doing everything like completely because there's like 2 or 3 steps in the way which I'm going to talk to you or which I'm going to explain to you guys. And in this one we will be creating a POD store on like other sites instead of creating your own site and connecting it to a plugin or marketplace like Printful, which takes much longer to set up, and also stuff like that. Also I keep looking like above. It's just an habit, so just ignore that. Also my eyes look like I'm about to like sleep anytime, or I haven't slept for ages, and it's because it's 4:45 a.m. right now and I'm recording it. So please ignore that and let's just get to the topic completely now. So let's first go to Tpublic. Now, before I start, okay, let me explain to you guys first one thing. I keep forgetting about it, so I keep re-recording this thing. So let's not forget about this topic. That when I created my first POD store, I created on 4 sites, and I think that was a stupid thing which I did. So I hope you guys don't do it at start. The first 4 sites which I created were on Tpublic, Spreadshirt, Teespring, and Bonfire. Now out of which I'm just having Tpublic right now, and I decided to do another store which is also called Redbubble, and I will be explaining you guys like on screen. I will be showing you the sites on screen, but I just need to explain you guys why you don't need to do 4 sites at all at starting. First of all, too much work for a single design, especially on Teespring and Spreadshirt. It would take ages to upload a single design, and not upload a single design, but to actually what you call like setting its functions and all, not functions but doing its settings, or like setting its prices and all. It would take time. For example, on Tpublic side the prices are set, you cannot change it, and on Redbubble it is also set, but you could specify a margin for every I don't know if it's for single design, but you could specify a margin like for a complete site, so you don't have to worry about that at all. But on Teespring, I'm pretty much sure Teespring also does that, but on Teespring you actually have to place every single design on every single product, and the product options are way too large than you think. So if you want to do it on larger what you call like larger apparels and accessories, you could do it, but I wouldn't suggest doing it on like larger apparels at starting if you are new, and also only to go on a small what you call like small types of products or small categories of products, instead of going for like the larger like 70 plus different types of designs, like apparels and hoodies, t-shirts and all. So what I would happen is when I would create one design, it would take like let's say 30 minutes to create one design. It would take 10 minutes to upload on Tpublic. It would take 20 to 25 minutes to upload on Teespring. It would take another 20 minutes for on Spreadshirt, and it would take another like 15 minutes on Bonfire. It was too much work and for like one single design. And so what I decided to do is what I think you should also do is to select only two of those. And the two of those which I would suggest is going for T Public and Redbubble. Even though I said like I studied on fourth, but after fourth, after of the four which I studied, I'm only on Tpublic right now because I started earning money from there. I decided to go there. But if you're going for Spreadshirt and Teespring, go completely for it. No worries, those are known for their quality designs. Now the thing with before you go for Teespring and Spreadshirt, I would like to tell you just one thing before we actually go on the sites, that on Teespring they don't promote your designs at all. You have to do the promotion on yourself. For example, if someone wants to buy, let's say if someone visits your sites, checks their design, and they leave their site without buying, they will not get any ad or anything related to your designs at all. everything that you want to do, like making the ads, doing the videos on all for advertising, marketing, you have to do it on your own. Teespring would do nothing for you. They will only just do the POD stuff, that is print on demand. I think it's same for Spreadshirt. I'm not quite sure on Spreadshirt, and also these two take like longer to upload, but those are like nice quality. So if you're going for Teespring and Spreadshirt, I would suggest going for small portion of the products. For example, just go for mugs, coffee mugs designs, go for just pillow designs, or just go for like accessories like mugs, let's say mugs, what you call pillows and stuff like that. I just said that too, or just phone cases, something like that. Go for smaller portion, or just go for like t-shirts, t-shirt hoodies, something like that, if you're going to start on there. And I think everywhere it's a good thing to do. So how about we just start now? I've been talking for 5 minutes, or is it 8? Okay, it's 6 minutes. I cannot see right now, sorry. Let's go to Tpublic. Now I will be showing for Tpublic, just like I will also be showing just Teespring around here. You could see this is actually my design. And you could see there's also like YouTuber t-shirts or hoodies here. If you like watch some YouTube videos, they might have like links below showing their Teespring store. So they do have already a good fan base to actually start it. This is how Teespring actually looks. This is also one design I created, even though it's not like really good. This looks good. Like I'll enjoy this one. You see, this is how it looks. All products on one side, and you could actually, there's a lot actually here, and you could do Teespring completely fine, but you will have to do the marketing on your own. And this is also a style site which I like. Sorry, I need to do but. And on Teespring, you actually get your own this panel. Let me just load it for you, which you could completely edit. You could like they will have themes and stuff which you could handle, but I hate this thing. There's like no categories and all. There's nothing else. It just scrolls down. If you want categories, you just have to go here, and that's how it is. That's the one thing which I hate about this site, but it's a good site. Next is Spreadshirt. I don't even remember my store name. Let's just hope it's there. Nope. I'm just searching for my site, hoping it pops up somewhere. No, it doesn't pops up. Nah, it doesn't. But Spreadshirt is also a good site, as much as I know. If you like go on t-shirts and stuff, they have really good like design and stuff. And one good thing about that I like on Spreadshirt is, let's say if I go on this store, okay, why is everything plain? I don't want plain t-shirts. Okay, let's just shop and go to something like, okay, I should sit straight. Is it showing? It is showing. Let's say I go just here on someone's design. It gives you one more option which not any other site gives. Only Spreadshirt gives it, and that is customize. Now, if you have a design on the store, they can like simply customize it. For example, if they just like don't feel like, oh, I don't want it like on this swatch, or like I want it to be a bit bigger, I want it to be a bit smaller, they could simply just use your design. And not only do that, they could also just use your design and add something about themselves, like this thing. This is one good thing about this site. Something like this, they could do it. Just click done, and they could just simply just buy it with it. Okay, you could see it's done, and they could just add to cart, and you will also earn money. It's a good thing about this on Spreadshirt. But again, if you're gonna do on Spreadshirt, I would suggest going for like small category of portions. And these two are good sites, like Teespring and Spreadshirts are good site. Spreadshirt being a better one, which I think. So but I have left those sites for me because it wasn't helping me, and too much work was done. I don't have that much time. It's just my side hustle which I'm doing it, so I don't have that much time for this. So let's just go to the one which I do. The one which I do is on Tpublic. Now the store isn't like, the site isn't like crazy good, but it's actually really good site to like sell stuff and get started on. Now you could see that I've earned like $8 in March, and that's only like $8 in 23 days. So that's not much, but after all, the total amount of money which I've earned is $48, $46 on T Public. The only problem is that it wasn't their fault that my designs are not getting sold. It's my fault because I've only made like 70 designs. I didn't do any promotion on Instagram. Like I didn't spend money, but I just didn't add it like social marketing stuff. For example, now if you go to my Instagram from here, you could actually see that I've been posting some images lately. I wasn't doing this at all, and maybe that's one reason why it's not getting sold. Also, I'm having like only 70 designs. It's not good. Now I know Now I know that I've been telling you guys about all this stuff instead of just starting, because many of you guys just want to be like, okay, I just want to create a design and stuff, but I want to just tell you guys my experience so that you guys don't actually go from this and can straight up start making designs. Now, one thing I would like you guys to do is at least put one design every day, just keep making designs every day and like post it on one day like 7 8, unless you're like really good artist. Like if you're not artist like this, which I make some minimal designs and stuff, this don't take much more time to make. Okay, but if you're really good artist, take your time. Make sure you make nice designs because those get sold a lot. For example, if you just go on the stores and stuff, you would see those are getting sold a lot. And I know these designs take time than something that I make. That's why I think I was a bit lazy in this one while doing it. And it's my side hustle, so I've been trying to do it like every day, at least one design. And even though I don't upload it, I just create one design and I upload all at once. Like on like seventh day I would upload like 7 designs at once. So one thing you need to do is to get started on Tpublic is to create a design. Now if when you go to the Tpublic, also the link will be in the description, and I think some of those will be of my affiliate links. So if this video helps you guys, I would suggest you guys watch this, or I mean just click the link so that I am earn some money from that. If you're gonna like click my link, and I get a small portion every time someone buys, or someone clicks my affiliate, because I don't earn anything from YouTube, and this is my only way I can earn money from affiliates right now. So once you're like signed up, it's like easy process. You just email and all. It's completely done by you. You could just go to your my account. You could just go to your storefront. Then you could see it would be something like this. You could upload a new icon. This is not an icon, by the way. I would suggest putting your logo here. I do have a logo for my site, but I like this one a lot, so I just decided to not do it or add the logo. So you could add your this thing. Obviously, share my stories an option here, and stuff like this is there. You could just do it by, I don't remember how you could do this. You just have to go into your account and edit stuff. I'm not going to go on in my account because it would show my like private stuff. Like private in means email and stuff. That's nothing else you could find on Tpublic. But one thing is, once you're gone into the site, let's go to my account and click upload a design. My throat's getting dry quickly. Okay, the video is already 15 minutes long. And I wanted to explain. I had much to talk to explain. That's why it's taking time. But I hope this all everything which I'm talking right now, even though the timing is longer, it would help a lot. I think I would create a smaller version too, just for like someone who wants to watch it quicker. So you could see once you click upload a file, there's also multi-file uploader, but I just do it one by one always. This also is one by one. So, but you can just, if you just click multi-file uploader, you just drop it and it just simply just shows like one design after another, and you keep on editing one by one. So it's just same as uploading one in like consecutive pas- pattern. Now let's say you want to upload a design. Now this one is a shitty design which I made. It's not completely done. I just decided to make it and I just gave up on it. I decided to make the other designs. So let's just upload it. Wait for it because this thing takes time for the mockup to be generated. And you could just change the artwork anytime, and you could see to enable all products your file must be at least 5000 by 500 and 5500 pixel. You could just check it. So the first thing you would do is add a title. So obviously you could add anything. Then there's a main tag, which is something like what would be the main tag for which your design should pop up. So let's say this one is in landscape. So I would suggest going for landscape or whatever your design specifies, and then using a description showing that I made this. Okay, that's not how you make like a comfy and nice. Okay, a comfy landscape showing warmth. This looks weird, but something like expressing some emotions and all, or just being like a simple design of landscape or something like this. Just give a more idea about your design and stuff. Now the supporting tags. Now the tags which these are also important, you could add 15 of those in here. So let's say what should it be? It's a minimal store, that's why I always add minimal in it, because I have created a minimal design. I want it to be for only for minimal people, like people searching for minimal. And the reason why these tags are important is like when some people will search minimal, it should know that this design is for minimal. So this design should pop up when someone types minimal. It might be like on like 15th page also, or just on first page, depends on you guys. The next thing you would add like some related topics. Even though it's like clouds, you could just add clouds because it shows something. You could add like landscape. One thing I like to do is, okay, you have already added landscape. One thing I like to do is add my store name, because if someone searches minimal DM in here, it should show only my design. So I like to add store name. And if you shouldn't add like sun in sky, because this doesn't make sense. What you should add is scun, not scun, but sun and sky. Because the way it works is, if someone types sun in sky, it would see that two of the tags are in there. You don't actually need to type the same wordings as this thing. For example, if I don't need to type minimal landscape like this, because it's not going to do like different, it wouldn't be different if you just type this two tags here. For example, we already have landscape tag and we also already have minimal. Tpublic and any other Redbubble site or any other site would do the correlation saying that okay, there's minimal also and there's landscape also. Let's put this here. So only add like one word at a time. Don't add spaces and stuff. Only for like, even if it's black and white, just type black white. I think that's a good thing to do. And I think for black and white, it could be good for adding and, but I don't think. I think you should just add black white, and you could just add this. Next thing we will go is into the color, the default color. This all will be there. So I like to keep black. Now one thing I've learned or just read, that black color is the one which have like more higher percentage of sales. For example, people get more attractive when the default color is black, or their eye catches it more than white. And also people who have like changed their designs or their clothes or designs, what it's called, it is apparels and accessories to black, they have got a like higher percentage of sales than putting it on like white as a default. White will always be on option, even though this wouldn't be a good option because the design is white. But I'll go with black. Oh, I'm not able to speak a bit nicely. You could see it's fi and I decided to make this video. But you could just select the size and you can just place it somewhere. I like to do in this style, but if you want like something like this, do it like this. This will keep it in the middle. This will just put it on the top. So like this, it's a good one. Now one thing is, let's say if I set it to this way, now everything else would have be in the right side. But let's say if you want the t-shirt to be on light and you was thinking, no, I want it to be bigger on the hoodie, it wouldn't work. It would just do it for everything else. This is where sites like Teespring and Spreadbubble have like different types of options. Like you manually do each and every single design, and they don't overlap. For example, like this one, how they overlap the designs, it doesn't happens with Spreadshirt and Teespring. You could see, but I just like this. It just makes your work easier. But sometimes it just feels like it's off, like if you want a bigger design here and stuff. Select a default color for baseball tee. It would always be like not selected even after you select one default here, so make sure you select one. Now here you could just choose all colors, but don't go for all colors. Okay, you could see white color was option. So my design is white color, so I just click on dark. You could manually choose designs. I also like pink, soft pink, and having white design which is subtle, so I just add a pink. And then okay, we want the default to be black, so there it is. And then you could just select dark, you could select none and manually select it. One thing I have learned is it's better to add like only 4 or 5 colors to avoid analysis paralysis. It's actually a term in which you, when there's like too many options, that it makes your customer confused and you turn out to buy nothing. Not you, but the customer decides to like buy nothing because he had to think so much, he had so many options, and he just goes like and that using that much time makes them lose interest or like think it again. And you want them to be in the short percent where they are like, okay, this color looks good, this look and all. But because having more colors lead to this not able to choose situation. But I would suggest going for like multiple in this one, and the reason is, if you go to my storefront, how much time it is? 23 minutes. I'm been speaking for 23 minutes like an idiot. You see, there's so many options in here. I have just added it. Like I know what I'm saying, something else and doing something else. But the reason I did this because I've been doing this for like all previous designs, and when I didn't knew this, but I would suggest going for only few colors, like choosing like 4 or 5 colors or 3 to 5 colors that I've learned to do it. But usually it's up to you now. And like I said, there's like only few colors. But when you go to things like hoodies and stuff, there is already less colors, so it doesn't matter on this. It's just for t-shirt and stuff. Or like even on sweatshirt there's only 6 colors, so it's only for t-shirts, so you don't need to worry. That's why I just add most of it. So once that done, you just scroll down, go to click me, and here you could get many options. Die cut design, but you would actually need a colored design for it, because what it means is it will only show this one, whichever the design is. Do I have another design? That's if I have another design, it would show you guys what I mean. Let's just add this one. Mhm, mhm. I'm so like I started having a bit more energy like when starting the video, but now I don't have one. So let's just try it still. You could see this is what it means, but I could design only. This one's with a background color. You could just choose if you want which background color you want. It would like process. It takes time to create the mockup, and you could see there's in background color. You could choose a rectangle, and not sure why isn't it in like middle and stuff. Not sure. It's probably because yeah, it's not in the middle. Maybe not sure why it is doing this, but sure. And then there's phone cases. Now one thing is you could just the best thing is to not go for t-shirts right now because it only earns you like $2 or $4 per sale, and mugs and stuff have like bigger, what you call, bigger margin. And you could also obviously set like bigger margin. I don't think you could set it on Tpublic. You would set it on Redbubble the margin which you want, but on Tpublic every price is same. So you could just select this is for going on the middles. This will actually rotate it. Okay, it's not looking different when you're rotating in it. Not sure why. Not sure why this isn't working, but you could simply rotate it. It actually works as much as I know. It's not doing it here for some reason. There's the mugs. Mugs are a good thing to make. For example, it's better to choose small niches like going for only mugs, cases, and stuff, pillows, only accessories, or just going for these things. But I've learned that it's better to go for mugs and stuff instead of going for t-shirts and all because they don't earn much. People do buy it. If you want, you could just go for it, but it's good to go for like mugs and stuff. Going for like this stuff, books, journals. Obviously, this design doesn't look good on like journals and stuff. Going for pillows and stuff is good. And then there's like totes option. Totes is what it's called. I don't know what this bag is called, but okay. Totes sounds weird also. Those tapestries, pins. I like to make pins because I actually enjoy having those pins. Even though one of my broke today, not today, like few days ago. Brosh. I think it's called brosh. And then there's this options. You could actually make it in the middle. I forgot that. So when we were talking about this thing, you could have just simply just moved it in the middle without any options. Not options, just this thing. Also, masks were introduced because of the the thing which is happening in the world. And then once you have done stuff like this, choosing everything, making sure choosing only the colors which you want, going here, choosing the way you want, stuff like this. Let's see if I've missed anything. You could just choose to click to print on full notebook front and back. Okay, this is looking a bit weird because I think I just need to refresh it and it will fix it, but you could just click here and it would give like it would just open this book up and show the designs on left and right, show how it's looking. It's just simple. I'm just like too lazy to like reload the page and do it again. But that's one thing. Okay, that's one thing we have done. Next thing we will see is on Redbubble, the same thing. You just go here to your account. You will not have this heart. It's just a logo which I have made. Or not, it's not even a logo. I just liked it on the banner. So once you have done, you could just upload a new work here. Just choose the work which you need. Same title, tags, description. But in here, the way titles work is you actually have to type minimal, comma, and then just go like minimal DM, go for like heart, lock, like locket, something like this. and you have to keep adding however much you want. Just don't add anything which isn't related to your product. You don't need to be like, oh, there's somehow good topic going on, how about I add it? No, it's just going to mess you up. Because one thing good about this thing is, you could also like show what it expresses, like it expresses love, it's good for Valentine. Now one thing is, let's say my design gets on like first page on locket, or just, well, let's say heart. So it knows that it's a good design, and when it gets like known or for one tag, it automatically brings it on top of many other tags. So when people might search Valentine, it might pop up in like first or second page if if the heart is on my first page, because it likes to like see which tags were used in that one. And if the product is getting sold on one tag, like on this, for example, someone search heart and it showed on that tag, it just likes to know that okay, this is getting sold here, how about we also try on that tag also, that could be Valentine, and then it would actually bring it on top on there also. So it's good to have good amount of tag, but only keep it related to it, and if there isn't anything left related to the product, just don't add it. Just be like, okay, this is enough tags, I don't need to focus too much on it, and just start. So you could see on this one, I like to always select black, and then it has a same Tpublic problem. So you could see, you could select a size on the product, you would go here, and then you cannot actually do stuff. You could just select which one you want, which one you don't want. If you want the kids, toddlers, this stuff, hoodies and stuff, and every single one would have these options, like where you want it, if this is something you want or not. And there's so many products, I would suggest not going again for all products like I did like an idiot at start. Even though like my designs don't look good on sleeveless top, so why should I have even add it? I was just like, well, maybe someone might buy it on sleeveless top, don't do it, no one's gonna buy it if you're just gonna add it everywhere, unless your design is good and the design works on sleeveless top also. It also works on like this chiffon top, I don't know what it is though. And it has same thing about Tpublic. If you go to the left, it would actually make everything to the left, and this actually creates a big problem in Redbubble. That is, in in hoodies the design is way too small. So let's say if I wanted to keep this much, it would be too much bigger on here. That's one thing which I have learned from like Redbubble, that it has like on this stuff it has too much of difference. Just disable which you don't want. And if you might scroll towards like around here, you actually don't need to choose this thing, because if you go top, it's everything's white right now. Because I've saying because a lot, but I need to focus. But the thing is, we have set the background color here, so it would automatically just choose what you call black color everywhere. But what I like to do is just choose this one, set the design here, just check it on few products like this. I don't check on every single one, because I know if I just switch here, it just turns to this white portion thingy. So I just check this stuff, and it doesn't matter. Just choose once here, click apply. This alignments here. For vertical, it actually aligns in the vertical part, and for horizontal, it makes it in the middle of the horizontal part. Just click apply products. On this one, okay, so this one doesn't have that thing. I show what I mean. So one good thing about this site is you could actually have different images. For example, on Tpublic, we would actually get an option to have like this many options for like the sticker, and we could actually have background colors around it. But in Redbubble, it only has die cut option only. So that's one thing. But the one good thing is you could just replace the image for it. I don't have the replacement image for it, or if you guys don't know. Even like I don't have the replacement image for it, but what I would do is just make the this thing something else color. This what you call the headphone to something else, not white color, and it would and just replace it. That way it wouldn't have this white colored thingy. Okay, now we are done with that. You could just replace it. There's phone cases. You could choose which phone cases you don't want, if you want galaxy cases or not. It's too many options are there, as much as I know. And one thing I forgot to tell you, there's an option called pattern. Now if you're trying to make a pattern, you could simply do this and make sure there's a bit of a gap between these things so it doesn't look like this, and you could simply create a pattern. You just need to make it once and then select it here, and then there's also an option called offset grid. You know how cool it looks. Here there's an iPhone wallet, there's pillows and stuffs. Again, pattern is option there. You could set the background like a default background. And I don't think you get many options in pillows. I don't even remember if you get options in pillows when buying. That's why it's important to select the perfect color at first. There's so many stuffs here. One bad thing about this site I've seen is when I select and add it on the left side, this looks weird. First of all, it looks perfect here, and the default way I want this to be done. So I choose this, but it doesn't work. It will always show the blank side. It will always show this side instead of selecting the default wave. And I hope they fix it pretty soon, because I like to have my design on the this side so that you're drinking, it's not showing you, the design isn't showing to you, it's showing to the others. But it doesn't make sense. You need to be like, well, it does depend on the design, right? For example, if you're trying to make or take good photos, it would be good to have the design on the other side. If you have something like, oh, don't bother me when drinking tough coffee, you want it on the other side. But if you want something like motivational, like you are the best guy, you want it to be facing your side. But I just like it when it's not facing you, and it's just like for design and it shows it to the other person. You could just go for the pattern instead. Just have it everywhere completely. No worries. There's so many options here on this side. One thing, like I said, don't go for everything. Just don't do it like I did. It's like better to just focus on few products and make designs as based on those. Go for accessories, just go for pillows and stuff. Next thing, we will scroll down. Uh, I will scroll down. There's also these new products which are there, mask and stuff. You will choose the two of this. You could only select two. So is it a photography? It is a design. It is a drawing. Is it a painting and stuff? These are collections. You could actually make collections, and it would not show you here if you have like zero collections. I'll just show you how to make one. And then there's an option called default product on your shop. Optimize, it says recommended, but one thing I've realized is when you go to my shop, how long have I been talking? I've been talking for 40 minutes. You could see it's just a mess. But the way they do is, let's say someone was searching for pins, or someone was searching for hoodies, and they visit my site, it would show like hoodies here, showing that okay, we know this guy so checking for hoodies, so we will check for hoodies. But let's say someone completely new just pops up here, it shows this all. So it depends how you want to do it. And if you want to actually have like optimized will be like this, whichever that guy was preferencing, or you could just select one of the design from here and it will show here, or you could just click here and it shows clothings only. Let's see. And is there a nudity? If it is, then press yes. And yeah, and just not nudity, it's for mature content like adult language, alcohol, blood, guns, or violence, everything about this. And then you have to click this. Also, yeah, the reason why you have to do this is make sure to not use anything copyrighted. Do not just be like, okay, this image I'm gonna keep it in my design in a really small portion so that they don't find it. No, it might lead to a problem. Just keep them as a reference. Don't just draw over them. Don't just like copy them completely. It would completely like ban you from the site, and it would not even allow you to create a new site because they like use cookies, they use IPs and all to like track you, not track you, but to know that you're not just trying to make another design. Because I know someone who actually like lost his site after just uploading like two designs because one of them had a copyrighted thing, and he hasn't been able to make a new account since. Maybe like VPN and all would do, but again, once let's say you just disabled a VPN suddenly and the system detects that okay, it's the same person, it might ban you again. So don't use copyrighted stuff. So you could see I've only made like two sales on this site. That's $6 sale. $6.51 I've made on this site. Now, okay, one thing that we were going to do is show you guys the collection. So the way you do through collection is go here, you go to manage portfolio, you select a design, you click on collection, you type any collection, you press plus. If you want to add something to your collection, you just select the designs you want and just click here and click add, and it's done. And also if you want to like quickly make some upload designs, for example these designs of mine have like similar fashion. Okay, does nothing of those work. How about we actually go to my shop? I didn't wanted to leave that, but let's just go to the pattern collection. It's here, and you could see that all of them have same design and same like this it has similar design, and they have same what you call the width and height. So if you have something like that which is like similar in fashion, it just have like some alterations like this, you could just go here, click here and click copy settings, and it will actually make what you call a demo of this. And all you have to do is, let's say if I just click copy settings, all you have to do is click on replace all images, and it would replace everything in the similar fashion. If I have something in this way, let's say on the faces are all square, I could just use that and I wouldn't actually need to do every single one of them. Obviously you will need to like do this and stuff. So that's one easy way to copy one design if you have similar fashion of like patterns and stuff. Now I know I talked a lot, and now it's I've been talking for 43 minutes. I don't know if I would cut this video or not, or if I would even post it because it's gotten too long. But how about I just tell you how you could actually design it, a design without actually having to have a designing skills. First thing first, go to Canva, and on Canva, it's you could just simply create a design. Let's just search for a t-shirt. This is a paid one. I'm not actually, I don't think you could just simply just get those designs and upload it. I think you will need to you guys should actually read their terms and conditions. But the way I just use it is to have some photos or elements from here, something like that. If you don't have designing skills, you could just go here and just create designs however you want. Obviously I don't know if you guys could use this or not. I would suggest reading their terms and conditions to know if it's allowed on POD or not. But it's if this site is really good for text and all. For example, this all shouldn't be what you call, this all shouldn't actually be copyrighted. This all this what you call this stuff like this text and all these fonts and all. So you could just simply create something uh like love is war. I mean, I've been watching anime, and I think you guys would know which anime it is if you also watch. And then you could just select the one which you want and have it downloaded for you in PNG. So once you download it, just simply just downloads it for you, and you could see the design is ready. The only problem is you would actually not get the what you call the PNG file with transparent background because it actually requires you to buy the subscription. So it's better to actually create a simple design with like complete this thingy, so that you don't actually need to do PNG stuff unless you know how to like remove the backgrounds and stuff after all. For example, there are sites which actually you could just check remove backgrounds online, and maybe that would help if you don't have any design skills. The next thing we will check is okay, before I tell you, instead of using this as a design purpose, I think it's best to use it as a promotional thingy purpose. For example, you could just create something like promotion for Instagram, like 20%. Where is it? Okay, nothing showing up all of a sudden, like 20% sale. And obviously, you could just control Z it. Okay, it's 20% sale, and just add like sale everywhere, and just use it on your Instagram or any promotion you want to do. My throat is giving up. And one thing I know is Creative Fabrica site. It's really good site. You could just go to POD. You could actually buy this stuff. There's also like cheaper stuff, and they do allow you to actually use it on print on demand. It's literally made for this. And you could have this arts and stuff. You could have like this fonts. Let's say I don't even know which one I would use, but there's like Mother's Day thingy, which is for $5. Sorry if I'm just doing this stuff like that. It's just going here. My throat is just giving up while I'm saying all this stuff. You could see the license here and stuff, and then you could see you could just use this one, this design, and you could add your own text like below this for yourself. You could just make it on like using this stuff and all, having some design. Now this one isn't actually a good example because having something like this cute this one, you could actually have one doodle and then just use one doodle and like, oh, this cat is so good, not like good that just doesn't make sense, but like have some like quote or there, I'm so dumb. Now that doesn't make sense, but like when Bay calls me something like that, I don't know, my brain's not working. But you could use those. And obviously, like I said, Canva, you could use it to create design. If you guys want to see what got sold most from my site, I would show you guys. Now, one thing I would tell you guys that one of those person which I like check on Discord and stuff, he has 1,200 designs, and on Christmas he made $1,000 from it. So big portion is actually a good thing in this one. In this one also, but if you have a good design, even a small portion is like a big one. But quantity is also good if you want to go over quality, but maybe keep quantity and quality in balance and keep it. But you could simply go for the crazy quality, and people will love it. For example, if you go on Redbubble, you could see how good these ones are. They went for quality. And here's the link of the shop which we checked. and you could see how they have only done for few products. For example, if you go down on Redbubble and check it for their 12 product, you could see how less it is. It doesn't make the like make the waiver like have it have like messed up like opinion and stuff. It just makes does not it doesn't make sense what I'm talking right now, because even I am like, wait, what was I talking right now? And I'm keeping this in the video. Screw that. And you could see I've made it on 56 products like an idiot. And then now everyone's like, what should I buy? What should I buy? Like stuff like that. Okay. Now it depends how you're approaching it. And then on Placeit, it's a good thing. Go on placeit.net, go to Freebase, and once you're in that, you could just select some mock-up for your site or for your promotion. For example, if you go for Instagram and stuff, you could just go there. You just select one design like this. I like to do is make the hoodie black at first, even though it's not loaded yet for some reason. I have a good internet, really good internet. It just doesn't work sometimes on these sites. Let's say I add this, you could just set it where you want it, just crop it, and then you could see that you actually get a nice mock-up. Okay, that's way too high. Like this stuff, and then just click free download. You will need an account, a free account. But if you can like if you are willing to spend money, just go for like this one, subscription or 89 slash. This one is the best option, it seems. You just save 50%, but it depends how much you're gonna use it. And there's so many of it. There's also a lot options. So that's one way you could promote it. So that's one thing about how to make a website, not a website. I've been making videos about how to make a website, so I just keep messing it up. But this is how you can actually make your POD store on Tpublic and Redbubble. It's not crazy tough, and I know I made it a bit longer. It's almost like a 1 hour now, but I wanted to explain you how to do it. And if you go into the top of Redbubble subreddit, you could see how well this design looks. You know that design is cool, even though like it doesn't have like crazy designs. It's simple. It looks nice, and that actually works. You could see even this one is good. Something like this. They don't need to go over quantity sometimes. You could just go for quality. You could see this guy made like 1K, and this guy say he has around 1600 products. So it's simply just making your own design. Okay, I forgot to tell you one thing. If you go to popular, you see what I've sold. I've sold 3, which says meh, and then I've sold 2 for bruh. I've sold this one for this much. I've sold this simple designs, and this design I just made once because I wanted to test the site. I just made it in like 2 or 3 minutes, and I just uploaded here to see what this site functionalities are and stuff. And this got sold. Like it didn't get sold like pretty quickly. It took like 1 month, 1.5 months something. And that's when I decided to, okay, I should actually make more designs instead of just keeping 2 or 3 designs. You would say this got sold, this got sold, this got sold. And I know you guys can make simple designs like that. There's so many online designing tools completely free online. Canva is one of them. And there's also like simple like drawing and stuff which you could do, which you could like earn money here, but you will actually need to convert it to digital format before you actually make it here. But you could actually make what you call what is this what are this called, like frame prints. You could actually draw, you could take a nice photo of it and upload it, so that you could actually make it in a frame, something like this. So the possibilities are a lot. It's up to you, and I don't think many of you guys even watched till this much, But if you do, thank you. Just hopefully, if it helped, I would also add a donate link in the description. Also, there would be my affiliate links, so anything would help. Just to so that I can create this more videos. uh, I keep burping even though my throat is just not giving up. I mean, it's given up. My throat is like stopping me from speaking, which is making me speak something else. I think this is the first time you've heard this, right? And then you could just see there's also T Public. I don't even know what's on T Public's all time highest. A brush with death. Not even sure. Okay, this one's different. You would see how simple this design. Not this is not simple, but just using few products. This one is cool. Things like that. Do not use copyright products, please. It would like just be bad. What the hell? Okay, I'll just leave it there. I know this is a bad way to end it, but you could see how I've told you guys things. Let me know if this video isn't good at all, or if something's not possible, like not something I'm not explaining right. I would make another video trying to like fix those things, and probably will link it at the top. In the title, I'll just say like updated video in description, so that new people will not be confused. I will also make a smaller version of this video because I know not everyone wants to like check the 1 hour version. So yeah, thank you for watching. Click the links, you could donate. And let's see how I'm looking. Okay, I'm looking completely messed up, my hair's gone and stuff. But thank you for watching. It's 4 5:42 a.m right now. Okay, I've been talking for 1 hour, so goodbye, thank you, see ya.